Hi guys, I'm Mona. Welcome to a new video of 365 steps. This is Lake Starnberg, one of my favorite lakes, and we're doing a meditation along a crossway today. This is station number 1. In every station we will let go of some of our worries. So these are 14 stations. You can let go of 14 sorries or worries in your life, and today is the perfect day for this because it's ice cold. It's below freezing, -5 degrees, and I won't be able to talk really well, but I'll try. I'll give my very best. So the first thing I will let go of, and the thing is, I have to explain this in number 1. So number 1 is to explain how to do this kind of meditation. So if you have such a crossway, you know that Jesus is said to have gone that way, and there are several stations where he had to go through some problems and challenges and so on. So we will accompany him, we will be on this way with him and live through what he has lived through. But his main attitude towards all this was, I trust in God, I know everything is okay, except for a little moment where he doubted if everything is okay, if God still loved him. But most of the time he accepted what he had to do. He was very calm. He just was there. It's about being, acceptance, and not to have a battle with your own life or against your own life, because your life is just your existence, it's just your being. So let's have at this second station your first worry. What could that be? Normally it's either connected to relationships or money or health or challenges at work or at school or university. So we will let go of the problems in a relationship at first, because they are the most common problems and challenges, because we can't influence much what other people are doing or thinking. So how can we accept this? Just let the other person be. Let him or her have her or his opinions and his own thoughts, his own behavior and attitude towards life. But ours is independent from this. We can just let go of the need to make the other person understand what we are thinking. We don't have to prove that we are right. We don't have to show the other person that we have good reasons for our behavior or that we are on a good path or whatever. We don't have to prove anything. We can be and the other ones can be. So let's go of the neediness to make the other people understand us, to maybe understand us so well that they will have our opinions and attitudes as well. There's no need for this. We just can have separate ways of living, and still everything is okay. So number 3, we can let go of other things concerning relationships. For example, the neediness to be with someone exclusively, or the other way around, he should be exclusively with us, especially in romantic partnerships. We often have the feeling that we will lose the other person when he will spend time with other persons, and there's no need for this. We can just accept that the other person also have other acquaintances or people in their lives. Number 4. Number 4, we can let go of the obligation to convince others of our opinions and to make them want to be like we are. Because we often think that our way to think is the only way, which is not the case. Number 5, we can let go of the obligation to spend a lot of time with our family and friends, even if we don't want to. We don't have to spend a certain amount of time with our family, friends or partners. In fact, it's better to spend some time alone. We don't have to spend time with others at all if you don't want to. We can be alone our whole life. But well, sometimes we need help, so we should have some relationships. It's useful, maybe. So, number 6. Sometimes when we work, so work is another important part of our life, we tend to have an inner battle against all the challenges. This should not be like this, it should be easier. My boss doesn't want us to do that like we do it. We should do it like that. We should change something. Sorry, I can't talk, it's too cold. We should improve. We should make it better. Also, we should be better than our competitors, and we should be cheaper, and we should be more beautiful and more useful and everything, which is not really necessary, because sometimes our customers are just happy because we are reliable. We are there when we just offer the things continuously and we don't give up. We are there. And improving comes naturally, because when you accept that there's always something to improve, then you have your mind open for things that improve what you're doing. And then those things come to you. Acceptance. Number 7. Our health. I think it's important to accept that our health is like it is at the moment. So if you listen to your body at this moment, what does your body tell you? Feel all the different parts of your body and see if there's something wrong with it or everything okay with it. If there's something wrong, then try to accept that it is like it is. And from that position on, you can improve your health. Think about what your body needs. Try to find out what your body is missing. Maybe, for example, eat healthier, drink more, move differently, be happier, because your mind also affects your body. So keep in mind that your health is very important. Accept what you are feeling and going through in every moment of your day, and just manifest a good health, and then do the things that you have to do to maintain your health or improve your health. Number 8. I think it's very much connected to health, but it's a totally different topic. It doesn't seem to be much connected. The weather. Well, the weather is just a phenomenon of nature. So it can be sunny or cloudy, it can rain or snow, it can be humid in the air or not so humid, more dry. There can be a storm, tornado, hurricane, tsunami, flood, thunder and lightning, whatever. So, weather. How does the weather affect us? Also, which belongs to it, I think, is how many hours of sunlight or daylight do we have each day. I think when we have more hours of daylight, our mood improves, and the more sun our mood improves. That's because our hormones need the daylight. Also, it produces some vitamins in our body. I think it's A, vitamin A. So, if you know that your body needs sunlight, daylight, warmth, and you don't feel so much at peace or relaxed when it's not sunny, or when you don't have enough time to walk, then first accept how it is at the moment. And then from that on, see what you can change. For example, go to another country. Ask your boss if you can work later or sooner, so that you have more hours in your free time where you can go out more. Yeah, accept, and then from that on, think about what you can do about it. Number 9. I think time is also an issue sometimes. So let's accept time. Time doesn't really exist. It's just a concept of our mind, so that we can know when something happened or will happen. Actually, there's no past and no future. And that's not my thought, it's a spiritual thought, and I learned it from Eckhart Tolle. Please watch Eckhart Tolle. So time can affect us in different ways. For example, when time passes by, our body will grow older, and one day or another we will die, so our life will be over, but life still will exist. Our consciousness is connected, so we will still exist in one way or another. We will be, but not in that body. So time affects only the body, not the consciousness. So after accepting that time is passing by, in number 10, let's accept that time can be used and we can decide how to use it. Number 11. So our time passes by and we can influence how we use our time. I think that's very important because it gives us the freedom and at the same time the responsibility for our own decisions and actions. For example, had I not decided to come here today, I wouldn't have been able to see all this beauty, this landscape, and to do this meditation. So there's no real correct use of our time, but to accept that time passes by and that we are responsible for our use of time gives us the opportunity and possibility to create our life, to design our life. And we can, for example, decide that we want to use our time more efficiently or more according to sustainable reasons, like the world should exist longer, the world should be full of peace, and for example we can be creative in the time we have, creative and productive in the sense of others can use what we produce to feel better, to be more effective, or to relax, or also to feel safer, to feel more secure, to feel better in general. For example, if you use your free time more for learning languages, like I do, for example, if you want to do that, I can help you. Then you grow your opportunities and abilities to communicate with others. And this brings us to number 12. So when we take our responsibility for time and our use of our time, together with the responsibility for our actions, we have to accept that at the moment we are partly okay in doing all this and partly we can improve. So at every moment we can say, okay, what I did is not good, or not good enough, or we can say it's good enough. It's what I am able to do. And when we know that there are some things that we can do better, we can think about how to do it better. And first we have to accept that there will always be something that we didn't do the best way that is possible for a human. Humanly possible. And that brings us to number 13. By the way, Jesus has been taken off the cross here. So I think that's, for me, that's the more important part, not the one where he died, but the one where they took him off the cross. For me, that has such a relief in it, because until that step or situation, he was always with the cross. And if you see the cross as the suffering, then that's finally the end of suffering. So there's no guilt, there's no shame, there's no suffering anymore. He's taken off of the suffering by other people. That's where the wholeness of the spiritual community, or the consciousness, the universe comes in, when we are all connected and we can help each other, and we can also take somebody off of his cross. It shouldn't always be when it's too late, but sometimes it's like it is. Sometimes we have to go through a lot of suffering before we are taken off of the cross. But we need other people, and we as humans are so much in need of other persons. When we are young, we can't exist without our parents or other people that care about us, give us something to eat and drink, and a warm home, and some love. And later on we need some connection to other people, otherwise we will go insane and we can't survive. And to realize and accept that we are in need of other persons, together with the realization of the time passing by, the responsibility for our actions, we can come to the conclusion that we should be useful for others and give something, so that we will get something back when we need it. We won't need it if we don't think too much about it, but one day when we are old or ill, we will need the help of other people. It will be much easier if we live a life of giving ourselves the best that we can, and with the underlying knowledge that we can't be perfect, and there will always be something that we could do theoretically better than before. And with that view to the mountains, I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment, subscribe. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.